That was exact. And now, Red presents the TCC design.
The art of computer graphics is only in its infancy. The computer converts these numbers into impulses that cause sound waves to come directly from a loudspeaker.
Just find the right place in the program, make the appropriate change, and we'll run the whole thing again.
And now, Red presents the TCC design.
Right, guys. Howdy, howdy. Welcome to another edition of Let's Try and Turn a Pound into £2.
That was sick. And now, Red Sector presents the TCC design.
I love that. It's fantastic, that is. It's just a brilliant demo. It's just fantastic. Oh. Okay. Wow. Anyway, so what we're doing, bit of show and tell after we've played a game. After we played a game, let's just play a game. Going to do its intro, isn't it? Okay. Okay. Let's see if we can we? Yeah, should be able to play. Come on. Right, enough of that. What's next? What's next? Anyway, so nobody knows. Nobody knows it. Nobody knows it. I'll put it all back together. Well, that's just all right. I don't know if this one works, can't remember. Ah, this one goes behind the scenery. Oh no! Can't see nothing. You have to play blind. Playing blind. What's this one? Okay. So anyway, I was busy the other day trying to do live streaming. Drop frames went crazy. So I don't know what the hell is going on, but anyway. What's this one? What have we got here? I don't know what this is. Is that the same thing? It's loading a long sector, am I saying that? Oh, hybrids. Ah, this is the one. If it works. 1987, 88. What a brilliant thing. Difficult game. Oh, very difficult. That's the bad disc, isn't it? So I'm not going to do that today. Let's just get back on with this bit. Alright, let's have that in the background. Well, anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to show you what we've done. Just in a minute. Let's just show you what we've done. Okay. So
and now, Exacto presents the TCC design.
Okay. So we turn this 3D model. I have to turn the music down. Let's turn down a bit. In a minute. Got to let it play a little bit. Oh, fantastic demo. Okay. Right, I hope you can hear me. Right, so what I've done Sunday morning for about 3 or 4, maybe 5 hours is create the base plastics, which is the keel of the ship, as I was saying on my last one. These 4 bits of plastic here, get rid of the PCB. Basically, these 4 pieces. So I realised what we've done is it's not polycarbonate, it's acrylic. I found that out while trying to tap it. So you can't tap this stuff because when you wind the tap in, even though you've drilled it out to the right size, the heat as you turn the tap melts the plastic over the ends. And then when you try to remove the tap, it draws the plastic through and strips it down. So I've had to drill them all the way through basically. I've just noticed that's up in the air, that one. Yeah. So I had to drill it all the way through and put a nut on. Not ideal. This is not the stuff you can tap, the stuff I've got. Shame. And also, what didn't work, these can't be tapped either. So I put some of them in. Some of them, when I tapped them, they went loose. So anyway, I think I'll turn that down a little bit more. Yeah, so there's a few problems, but they're not unsurmountable problems. So I've got some plastic that when I tapped it was quite a clean cut, but this is not one of those. It's too brittle, and it just sort of glued itself to the tap. It was weird. I was even having trouble while milling it out to alter speeds. I broke the original tap I had, 3mm tap, just snapped. I've got another one on the case, and I've had to mill everything out, and as it was milling, the plastic was sticking to the milling bit, and I had to keep stopping, freeze hold the tool path, take when it was trying to move while it was in the air, so I could stop it spinning, the spindle. Then I would have to pick off the plastic that's basically some pipe spanners and crunch it, get it off, and then start again. Altering the speed, I did some tips, altering the speed faster. Some people even get ice water in a spray bottle and they spray it as it's going to keep the plastic cold. And they even put the material in the freezer before they use it, so the plastic is cold. As this stuff I got, it must be for laser cutting because it cuts, and you can flame the end up. The bit you've milled, you can flame it up, and basically it'll turn it to a shiny, polished end just by flaming it. So anyway, so let's show you what I've got so far. There's also a few fixings in the wrong place. I think it's these here. Probably these. I should be able to get away with it. Let's have a look. Yeah, should be able to get away with it by replacing this plastic. Because at the minute I'm half on a hole, half not. But I'm surprised how many did actually work out. Anyway, let's show you the actual thing. So at the minute, what we've seen so far is in the 3D world. We haven't seen a physical entity of any of it. So let's do that now. Right, I'll turn around and grab it. You can probably just about see it behind me. There. Let's grab it. Let's grab hold of it. That's not light. It's heavy. So it looks like a pizza. So we've got the main board. It does fasten on. So I put some feet on it. Look at it, already looks nice looking at it now. You imagine some RGB lighting or some lighting. Now there's 4 pieces of plastic there. I've got the idea of fastening it to the front and back panel to it. So, and there's also, yeah, some of the holes. Where are they? Yeah, these ones here. So that hole's slightly out. So is that one. That one's okay. Oh, you can't. That one's okay. That one's slightly out. Where else? Let's have a look. Is that it? Yeah, some of them, they will fit. Only just, so there's some adjustments to make. I don't know whether you can see. If I see the hole in this one just here, just there. Not quite lined up. Almost lined up. Same with that one. They get worse the further on they go. And yeah, so I've put what screws I can get in it. So I've got how many did I get in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the good thing is the ones that go in the connectors, the fixing the up bolts, the connector through the connector down to the steel, they all lined up. So yeah, so I've only got a problem with that one's okay. 1, 2, 3. There's just 3 of them. 3 out of the 12 that need to be adjusted. So I think that's what I'll do now. Now it looks like, yeah, the plastic in question is this bit here. So I should be able to, it's a far plastic on that drawing. I should be able to, that's the back, just replace the one piece of plastic. So if I edit the one piece of plastic, I can replace just that one, and the rest will be fine as it is. Yeah. So what I've got to do is work out which ones are wrong, which ones aren't. So let's sort that out. Right, so this is the plastic here. I'm going to hide, I've got to make all this plastic yet, but let's just get let's hide all that for a minute. Hide all that. Alright, it's alright, you've got to find it all at the back. Base, lower, back fixings, back panel, base, no, let's find it, front standoffs, no, back plate, yeah, and these things here, spacers they are, where are base spacers? Can't find them, spacers. Never find them again after. Can't find them. Anything that's ticked. Let's get rid of the feet. Hex standoffs, they can stay for a minute. Right, I can't. In a front spacer. There you go. The fixings. Why have we got fixings on? PCB mount. Fixings. Front fixings. Right. So we've got. This is what I made on Sunday that the board sits on. So it's like the keel. So I've got to. We'll sort out the stitches were okay. All the stitches were fine. No problem with stitches. So it's just these brass standoffs. Now you can tap them. Most of them are able to tap, but you wouldn't be able to tighten it. It just spins. So really it's just acting as a PCB standoff. So if you grab the board and not the plastics, you'll probably pull it off, but not. So it's no good really. But different kind of plastic, if it was polycarbonate, maybe it would be okay to tap it. Unless I'm using the wrong tap, because I used a kit, but I think it was the right tap. So, anyway, there's some of them slightly out. Now the ones that are slightly out are the ones that go here. Yeah. So it's the first three are slightly out. So what I'll do is hide the hex. I can find out where are they? Hex. Where are they? PCB. Can't find it. They don't go in alphabetical order. Base stitches. I can move the base. I'll leave the base stitches there so we know they're not. PCB mountings. There you go. So I've got to alter these a bit, and I've got to work out which ones to alter. Let's try and work it out now. Alright, so the easiest one to alter. What I'm going to do is take a few of the screws out to make sure. Take a few screws that I did get out. Because I want to make sure if I'm slightly out, I'd rather get them to be better fitted. You're so huge, better looking by far. Right, so then that's them all. There's one more on the base plastic there. Let's just take that out. Right, any more? So that one, yeah, slightly out, not a lot. It's okay. So we'll start with that one. Anything on this plastic I can adjust. So anything on that plastic. So that's it, yeah, so let's adjust that plastic. I'll make a new plastic. So I'll adjust it on the PCB first, because that's what it's modelled off. So this one over here. That one there, isn't it? So the hex standoff, let's put them back. PCB mounting, let's put them back. Right, that's that there. Yes, there's a fiducial right by it. So this one, if I look at it from above, so it's bang on there. Right, so it is where it drilled it, but I need to alter the PCB, then alter the very, very slightly. I'm just trying to work out. It's probably okay where it just needs to come down. Don't know how far it needs to come down. Probably 1 millimeter. Oh, it does clear it, so you can go 0.5 millimeter. Just trying to work out how far to turn it. Let's have a look. So I suppose it's, let's use it but lose it by is it 1 millimeter or is it 0.5 millimeter? That's the thing. Well, 0.5 millimeter is going to improve it. Yeah, I won't go too many increments. Right, so it needs to come down or across 0.5 millimeter. So what I'll do is I'll go into this and I'll just grab that and let's come, that's it, so we can see it. Perspective. So we're going to move that down 0.5 millimeter that way. Right, let's just do that. Alright, that's a oh, that is 0.5 millimeter. Right, so that one's done. Now, before we go anywhere else, we'd have to come out of that. And now we've got to alter this one, the fixing, 0.5 millimeter. That's 0.5 millimeter. Then we've got to alter the hole 0.5 millimeter. Right, it just snapped to 0.5 millimeter. So that's improved that one. And everything lines up, that's good. Right, now we need to move on to the next one. Save that. So this one here, we'll go on this one. So we've done that one, this one's the next one. You can't see it, so let's turn over. Sorry, I've just moved that one over 0.5 millimeter. That one. Now I'll show you the same again on this one. Forgot to switch back. Right, so we're square on it. I'll just have to have a look at how far I've got to move that one. Alright, that needs to go. Everything else is square on, isn't it? Is it square on? Yeah, that's square on, the rest is. Yeah. So, this one has got to go over 0.5 millimeter plus up. So I'll say over 1 millimeter and up 0.5 millimeter. Yeah. Over 1 and up 0.5. So this one's got to go over 1 millimeter towards the left and up 0.5 millimeter. Let's do that now. So I'll do the PCB first. So it's got to go over 1 millimeter. That's 1 millimeter, and it's got to go up 0.5 millimeter. That's it. Let's just double check that. Over and up, that's it. So that's done. That one's done. Right, so now the fixing. And that's got to go over 1 millimeter and back. Oh, that was 2.5, no good. Let's get better angle on it. That went to 1, so I'll tell it the size. Right, okay. So now this need to go over 1 millimeter, and it needs to go. Hang on. Let's get a better angle on it. It's not doing it. Let's try to get a better angle on it. No. Right. That's it. 0.5 millimeter. So that's all. That should be fine now. Yeah, that's it. So that one's done. That's done now. It's going to be this one over here. This one. Let's have a look how far it's got to go. I'm just looking at it now whether it's right, because I fastened the other ones down. Obviously they all add together, don't they? Anyway, we'll carry on as we are. So that one has got to go over 2 millimeters to 1 millimeter, 1.5 millimeters over and 1 millimeter up. 1.5 over and 1 millimeter up. Right, okay. So 1.5 millimeters over. Right, okay, so we're gonna go, that's half. 1.5 over. Did I say 1 up? And 1 up. One I can never work it out. It doesn't. Something don't look quite right. Because the board's not quite square to the plastic. It's flush with that, and it's flush with that. Okay. Right. Okay. So we'll go up over 1.5. Yeah. Up 1. We'll go up 1. So up 1. That's it. Right. So there's no real way of doing this. Let's have a look. What does it look like? Tell you what. We'll see if it looks the same as it does on the picture, on the real thing. So pretty much probably gone a little bit too far. Maybe the edge is just level with the center. The top looks okay. Probably needs to come over a tiny bit more. 0.25, or I've probably gone across too much. The problem is, tell you what I'll do. I'll have to undo, close, undo, move. Right. So we'll go over. Over 1.5. So over 1 millimeter and up 0.5 millimeter. Let's try that. So we'll go over 1 millimeter and up 0.5 millimeter. We'll have a look. So I'll see what it looks like compared to the real one. Don't know how else to do it. So it's close. Yeah, that's probably what it looks like. Yeah, so we'll go with that. Perhaps I should have done that done it that way before. Have a look at the physical thing. Right. So that needs to go over 1 millimetre. That's a millimetre and a half. Hang on. That's 1 millimetre. Then back this way, half or half a millimetre. I think that was it. Yeah, that's lined up. Okay. So then there's this hole. Over 1. Back 5, that's it. That's the one. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Right, so that's that done. Now we're going to have a look at this one. Don't know how else to do it. Let's have a look at that one. Right, that definitely needs to probably go over down 0.25 and over 1 mil. So this one over 1 mil. Yeah, down 0.25 and over 1 mil. So over 1 mil and down 0.25. Over 1 mil. No, hang on. 0.25. Over 1 mil and down 0.25. That's it. You can tell if we turn on the PCB again. Well, I can if we get out of the edit mode. Yeah, that's it. So then we need to move that over 1 millimetre. And down 0.25. That's it. Okay, put PCB back on. Right, what's next? This one over here. So this one here next. Let's find out how far it's got to go. That one's got a screw in it actually, I left a screw in that one. Let's take the screw out. Screw out. It's not too bad. The hole's bigger than. See, what you've got is you've got about a 4.5 mil hole, and you've only got a 3 mil thread, so it will go in. So I think that needs to go over 0.5 mil and up 0.25. over 1/2 mil, so I'm going to move that over 1/2 mil and up 0.25. That's it. Right, PCB over 1/2 mil. No, 0.5 and up. Yeah, up 0.25. 0.25. That's it. So put PCB on, it should be that lined up okay. Now there's the other bit. This bit. Over 1/2 mil. 0.5 and up 0.25. Let's have a look. Put the fixing back, yeah. So PCB, hang on, come out of there. So PCB, I can look at it from this side here. Yeah, looks okay. Right, what else? So we've done those two. Now what about these two? Try this one. Let's have a look. I'll just show you this again. So here's the plastics. I put some feet on it. I had to put the screw fixings all the way through because the plastic doesn't tap. It looks alright. And some of the fixings were slightly out. So we've got our screw holes for the front ready. For the nuts and that to go in. Right, anyway, let's carry on with it. So yeah, the top one there needs to go over 1.5 mil and up 1.5 mil, I'd say. Yeah, up 1.5 mil and over 1.5 mil. Alright, let's do that one then. So I want to go over 1.5 mil and up 1.5 mil. That's it. Okay, hide the PCB. Can't hide it if you're editing it. So that's what I've looked. That's what my fixing looks like. Let's have a look. Pretty much, yeah, maybe not as low as that. So I might have gone, that's what it looks like. Yeah, so I'm going to come back down 0.25 of a mil. So down to 0.25 of a mil. 0.25. Right, that's it. Okay, so let's see if that looks like what I've got. It's the only way I know how to do it to that. I can't. Pretty much looks like that, yeah. Pretty much. Yeah, that's the one. Right, so I've got to try and remember what I did now. So that one needs to go over 1.5 0.5 mil, and then it needs to go up 1 mil. Let's see if that's right. Nope, not quite right. Okay. Right, why isn't that quite right? Let's undo. Undo layers, undo layers, undo layers. Undo close, undo set insertion point. Alright, redo, set insertion point. I can't remember now, lost track of it, hang on. PCB, it's gone down the bottom here, right. So that's the real one, and it's too low, so it needs to go up a little bit more. But, didn't I say how far? 2 mil? Yeah, it did need to go 2 mil. Okay, so let's just go a little bit more. 0.25. Okay, right, that's it. So it needs to go over. .5 up 1.5, say. Alright, let's have a look if we're okay. Yeah. Oh, no, not quite right, look. It's gone up a bit too high, hang on then. Bit too high on the hole, so let's drop the hole back down. 0.25. Okay. So, PCB, let's have a look. That's it. So that one's done. PCB back on. Yeah. So now this one here. Next one, that's one here. I don't know if it's exactly right, you know. Anyway, it might straighten itself up. It's a silly thing to say. Right, so this one needs to go up 2.5 mil and over 2 mil. Right, okay. Over 2 mil. And up 2.5 mil. Let's try that. No, that's not what I've got. So it wasn't that bad. So I need to come. It needs to go over a bit more. No, we've gone too far. So back a mil. Back a mil on both. So back a mil. and over a mil. That's it. Right, is that what we've got? A little bit. I'd say we got slightly less than that. Slightly less than that. Slightly less than that. A bit lower, so 0.25. So come down 0.25, yeah. No, go up 0.25. Go up 0.25. That's it, let's try that. Is that what we've got? Maybe too far over, I think. Yeah, need to go. The hole needs to go back over 0.25. So back over 0.25. Oh, we've crashed. While we crashed, we've crashed. Take that out of there, and we'll do 2 mouse buttons down. Boot options, you can't see this. Let's just do that. Boot options, so we're going to boot from DF2. Boot. Let's get hold of Hybris. Right, Hybris. And where are we? Number 4. So if I go like that, and go to 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully it'll stay the same. Will it stay on the same boot? Maybe. No. No, it hasn't. Okay, it's going to work now, so let's hold the buttons down. Boot options to view boot. Right, so I'll try and boot Hybris off DF2 in a GoTech drive. This looks like it's going. Whether it'll run or not, I don't know. Right, it's crashed now, so let's get back over here a minute. Oh no, still hasn't crashed, sorry. I will in a minute though. Right, so it hasn't quite crashed. Now it has. Right, let's open it up again. Right, so I want that one. Okay, so this one, let's see if that looks like it. don't think it's loading up, is it? Right, so we're on the N1. And does that look like what we've got there? Pretty much does. It does, so that's the last one to adjust. So let's just adjust that one. That's fine as it is, so let's get rid of PCB. I've got to move that over. I'll have to go into Xcopy in a minute and write a new hybrid disk. That's 1 mil. Let's try 1 mil. 1 mil and 1 mil and 1 mil. 1 mil and 1 mil. I can't say that. Not quite. It's right the one way. Need to go up another mil. Let's try that. No, gone a bit too high. Okay. So back. Oops. Back. 0.25. See if that's enough. Yeah. Okay, now the hole over 1 mil and up 1.5. Let's try that. Can't remember. Right, PCB. Right, okay. So the only way to look at this is, yeah, it's not quite right. Look, we need to go up a little bit more. Up a little bit more. Nearly. A lot of this trial and error. Don't really like trial and error, but I don't know how else to do it. Right, 0.25. Right, okay, so the hole's in the right place. So, yeah, so all the other holes seem okay. So, now the board to me looks a bit like it's slightly ajar. Very slightly offset. I don't know whether you can tell. It looks very slightly twisted. It's flush with the PCB here. It's flush with the. It's flush there. It's flush. It's, if anything, it's out a little bit there. Not a lot though, by half a mil. Half a millimeter out. Right. So that means one of the fixings is just looks half a millimeter out. Can hardly tell. It's difficult to see it. It's probably half a mil out. So by moving those fixings, they're not attached. So one of these other fixings, I'll tell you what we need to do. I need to take some more fixings out and see if there's any more that, or unless I can see which ones they are. Which ones are very touching the sides, so that I can actually see that one's touching a little bit. So is that one. So is that one. So begs the question, what's holding it? The problem I got a 3 mil pin going into a 4.5 mil hole, so they will go in anyway. But if it's pulling it slightly, so that's not pulling it, so it must be, the only thing pulling it now is one of these fixings that holds the connector. So maybe one of those is not quite right. Let's take them connector ones out. Just wondering, can I see it? It's difficult to see. very difficult to see it. It's probably those that are holding, because there's not so much play in them. Not so much play in them, so I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll take those out. Take those out and see, and fasten all the other holes, and see if they're out. Because them holes, there's no play in them. So I'll just unscrew it. That's the only thing I think I'll do that makes a difference. Yeah, because they're constrained where the other ones aren't. So I'll take these out. Alright, take them fixings out. Right. Okay, so it's held in now. The connector fixings are out, so it basically gives me some wobble room where it was constraining it before. So let's have a look now. What I want is the PCB flush. Yeah. So it will actually articulate now. See about. You can't see it. Will articulate a little bit around in the holes. So what I'm going to work out is put them in evenly. I'll make sure I don't drop this. Yeah, so that's moving sideways and it's gone back flush. Yeah, so that's gone back flush now. Yeah, so both of them PCBs are flush. You can go up a bit there and then down. Okay, that's good. I can see what I want is everything equally spaced apart. Equally spaced apart and flush, so it's bang on. Because the plastics are cut out to us exacting. That looks better like that, yeah. So if I hold it like that now and try to hold it up to the light. Right, so that fixing there is slightly out. It's hard to see. So I'd say that front one's okay. Yeah, so the front D, so it's the back one that's not right. And it needs to go over a bit, yeah, I'd say. Yeah, so I still need to move them others, but maybe not as much. So the PCB got to be flat with the front. That's the main thing. So it's flat with the edge of that, because the front fascia has to sit against it. So it's got to sit flush. Okay. And if that's the case, yeah, so they're all a bit out. Well, obviously all a bit out, but yeah, it's difficult when they're what I should have done is find out the hole size of the PCB exactly, and then see how far they are away from it. I'll tell you the best way of doing it is take all the fixings off the PCB, take the standoffs off, put it down on the PCB and tape it in place. Because I've got the holes that are milled out. So take it off and move them away, and then try to draw through them, and I can see where the holes are then. It doesn't look right there. It's very difficult to do. Obviously the plastics are all milled out to within accurate to 0.04 of a mil, the ball screw on the CNC, so it can do 0.04 of a millimetre, so not 0.4 of a mil, 0.04, that's how accurate it is. Nothing compared to an industrial one, but for a CNC at home it's fine. Right, so I think everything else is good, apart from no, what I've done is I've moved them all, haven't I? I think we can go with the original idea. It's just that one that was holding it over. So let's move that one that was holding it over. Yeah, it was holding it up like that. So we let it relax. So over there we've gone a bit too high. Yeah, we've gone we've gone too far up. It needs to come down half a mil, the top two. Top two down half a mil. I've messed it up now, haven't I? I've messed it up. I've messed it up because I should have done that first and not moved the stuff first. So, begs the question. Begs the question, how many undos have I got? Right. Let's try, should we try undoing? Just trying to work out whether we do the undos. That one there is the one that's the culprit. These are out, but now I've moved them. If I correct that, then they'll sit in a different place. Right, you can't see what I'm doing. Alright, so basically that's the one that's out there. And it's causing the whole board to be pushed that way, which are throwing these out to excess, but they are out anyway. But the holes, I've got the PCB, I've drawn my PCB to the same size as the actual hole. Well, 3.5 mil I've drawn, but they're actually 4.5 mil. So you've got leeway, so even though it's out, it'll still fit, but that's not what you want. So I think, let's see how far I can undo. Undo layers, so Alt and backspace. Right, Alt and backspace. That's only got one, isn't it, so far? What I should have done is save the file first. So I think that's all the undos I got. That's all the undos I got. Yeah, so I might as well just redo Control Y. Let's go back. I haven't got many undos with this. Right, that's all the undos, all the redos I got. Yeah. So, so it says what we've got, but if I've gone too high, I need to bring them back again. Oh God. Right. So that one, let's deal with that one. first. Alright, let's deal with that one. There. That's the back of it. The parallel port screw that goes through the parallel port. It's too far over. Yeah, so that means this it's too far over. I've modelled these things, but they're not entirely accurate. But it's the fixing that's more. So I'll get rid of connectors a minute. Where's my connectors layer? Yeah. So I need to sort that out. How far out is it? And I need to compensate the rest of them. That was pulling it over. And it was pulling these up. So I can afford to come down a millimetre. Yeah, so drop them down from where I've put them. The board comes down a millimetre, so yeah, drop them down a millimetre. Is that fair on all of them? Yeah. So all them I've just done, drop them down a millimetre. Right. I'll share it. So I'll share them. So I'll fan it out. Right. So that one needs to go over a millimetre. Down 0.2. Down half a millimetre and over a millimetre. Okay, let's do that now. So over a millimetre. And down half a millimetre. Okay, that's that. So is that what I've got? Let me just have a look. Pretty much what I've got, that is. So when I put the fixing in, it pushes it over and up a bit. Maybe, hang on. That sort of slides it over, so maybe it wasn't. Maybe it's 0.25. Maybe it's 0.25. So let's undo, close, undo, close, undo, move. So it needs to come down. Down 0.25. That's it. Okay, so we've got that there. Yeah, that's about it. So hide the PCB. Get that. Move it a millimetre. And it needs to come down by 0.25. So PCB, yeah. Same again with the hole. Over. One millimetre and down 0.25. Okay, now these ones I've moved, they need to come down a millimetre each. These ones, because the whole thing was twisted that way, or that way, as that screw was pulling it over, so then I need to drop them down. So this one, I'll say drop it down. Let's try it, let's do the PCB first. Where's the PCB? So this one will drop it down a millimetre. Now I'm going to drop it down half a millimeter. 0.5. Okay, now this one here, I'm going to drop it down. I think it's that one. Hang on, it's come out. Yeah. I'm going to drop this down a millimeter because the farther it goes down over, the more it would move. So I'm going to go down to this one. I'm going to drop that down 0.5 of a millimeter. And this one's going to go down a millimeter. Okay. Now this one is going to go down. Which one is it? That one. Right. So that one's going to have to go down. I'd say that one going to go down. Not a lot. 0.25. Right, now this one's going to go over. If that is, yeah, it is, isn't it? That's going to go 0.5, and the next one is going to go down 1 millimeter. Okay, so they've all moved. The rest can stay where they are because they were okay, I think. I'll just check. That's flush there, that's pretty flush there. In fact, hang on, it's flush there, flush there. They're slightly offset, so they need to come down half a millimeter each. Yeah. Right, okay. So let's do them while we're on. So half a millimeter each. 0.5. Was that too much? No, 0.5 isn't good. 0.5 is good. 0.5. There's no drop frames tonight, so there was definitely something weird going on the other night. No fault of mine. 0.5, that's it. Okay, was there one there as well? Yeah. Didn't notice that one. Oh, that's the bottom DB9 fitting. And that's actually okay where it is. It's fine where it is, that one. Yeah, it's fine where it is. Actually, that bottom one was fine where it was as well. Yeah. So that one's fine where it is. So that bottom one, I need to undo that move. Right, that's fine where it is. So everything else is fine where it is, yeah. Okay, so I've got to just go through them all now. And see what I've got. Alright, let's see what I've got. Let's shame that there's not some dimension somewhere. It's difficult. I suppose we could draw a line around it. Yeah, might have to make, don't know, might have to make 2 more base plastics, but it's a nightmare. Let's just see if any of this lines up though. Let's put a rectangle on it. So I'll start from there, I'll put a rectangle round. And we'll go over here, see if anything lines up. Right, what lines up? So that lines up. That doesn't line up, does it? So I've dropped it down from there. Doesn't quite line up, but maybe that's the good one, and the rest. So that lines up with that, and that. Wait, no, these are out. That's not in the right place, unless they're some at random. Yeah, it's difficult. Don't know what to do. You've got to have a reference. You've got to start from somewhere, a reference. And I could check them all again. Oh, what's this do? Let's just let it load up. Yeah, I'm not sure now. I don't want to spend hours making new plastics. I'd rather get on with the rest of it. It does fit, it's slightly out. Slightly out, but it does fit. Right, anyway. I've still got the holes on the base plastics. So I've still got a reference to where they were. But that don't help me without swapping backward and forward. Anyway, let's undo the rectangle. They just seem to be all over the place, don't they? You've got to believe that they'd stick to some kind of regime when they're designing it. Anyway, we've got what we've got. We've had a go. We've got what we've got. So let's just realign those to what we've got. So hide the PCB. Come down there, and let's just go there. PCB back, still too high. That's okay now. So we need to go into the plastic and bring that down a millimeter. Hopefully that will sort it out. Looks okay, doesn't it? Right, so next one. This one here. Yeah, it's just the fixing, I think. Fixing on the hole. Down half a mil. 0.5. Yeah. 0.5. So they're two done. Let's do this one. PCB on. Oh, I must have done that one. So it's got to come down. Come down about a mil, half a mil maybe. Yeah, that's that. Okay, next. This one. No music in the background. Why no music? Right, let's save it. Oh, we've got that on. Got Hybris in there. I need to get a copy of it. Let's make a copy of Hybris. So one of these is Hybris. Let's try and make a copy of Hybris. Utils. Next copy. Right, so the source drive is drive 2 and the destinations drive 1. So start checking for a virus. Let that copy in the background. Let's carry on. So we're okay there. Next one down here. Don't think we moved that one for some reason. This one. No, we didn't move that one either. This one. We moved that one, but that begs the question, did we move this one? Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Right. That's okay. Okay, so let's see if we've got a working version of Hybris. So reboot. Reboot. It might have been my copy of it that's corrupt. Alright, PCB. That's got to move down quite a lot. That's it. Yeah, that's that. Right, one over here. One too much. Done too much. Still too much. That's better. Is this the last one? I think it is. Right, I think that's it. Let's just make sure. Looks like, yeah, that's it. Okay, I'll leave it at that. Alright, let's have a game of something wonderful. Let's play something wonderful. Let's see if it'll work. That's still loading. Oh well. Oh dear. I've got something wonderful tomorrow night. In the post tomorrow night. Tomorrow. That'll be interesting to see what mess we've got inside it. No drop frames, not a single drop frame tonight. Alright, let's do it in a minute. What a fantastic video this is. Let's hope this is a working version. This is the one that doesn't go beyond the graphic. Might be the... no joystick control. Why haven't I got joystick control? Okay. Let's escape out of it. Can we get joystick control? I'm going to wait for it to blow up shoulder. Press fire button. Didn't use the joystick. I forgot what a pain it was these to load up floppy disks. Press fire to begin. Oh, press fire, but why didn't the joystick work? What have I done to it? That joystick's not. Oh, here it is. Started working now. You little bugger. This game, well, it's very difficult. So these games are very difficult. Game over, man. Alright. That worked. What else we got? Don't know. Anyway. Let's carry on. So we've put some fixings in the right place. Now I've got to create some G-code for the next panel. On this particular one I'm not going to go and correct. Let's load. Yeah, I'm not going to correct the fixings in that one, so I'm going to get on and make the next piece, but if I don't put the fixing in that's holding it crooked, it'll be fine. Anyway, someone might be able to give me the exact dimensions. If I can get a recreation of this board, possibly, yeah, if I could get a recreation or even scan, yeah, if we get the files, the KiCad files, KiCad, whatever you call it. Anyway, so I don't think I've had enough for one day. So what's the next piece? Let's find the next piece we're going to do. Front or back, I'm not sure. Anyway, that's going to be it. So I'll give you a once over again. So what we've done, created this plastic for the Amiga. This is the base plastic to fit all the other pieces too. Okay, so we can build stuff for it. Anyway, let's put it back where it belongs. Over here. Okay. Well, thanks for watching, and let's go back to it. I'll leave it at that for now. Back to the thumbnail. And I'm out of here. I'm going to go and do something else for a bit. And talk to you again tomorrow. Bye bye. I'll leave you with that music. That'll be alright, won't it?